Guys, I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you won't regret it. If you're a returning subscriber, as always, guys, welcome back, and I do appreciate the support. Guys, I'm going to talk about a story that started a little over 5 months ago, but it's recently made news again yesterday out here where I'm at, Houston, Texas, and it's about this guy right here. Now, when I seen this guy's face, I was like, I know this guy. I know that face from somewhere. Come to find out, I did a story about this guy 5 months ago. This dude right here is Robert Johnson the third from Plano, Texas. Ladies and gentlemen, this 31-year-old man was an Uber driver in Plano, Texas. And he was assigned a ride for a 12-year-old girl coming from a medical appointment out there in Frisco, Texas. And he had to take her home, I think. It was Frisco with Plano, one of those places he had to drive her to. This guy pulled off the side of the road while he was talking to her in an explicit tone, demanded she get in the front seat, and he assaulted her, or violated her, if you will. You know what I mean. Anyway, this guy evidently was taken into custody July 15th. For some odd reason, he made it out of jail with an ankle monitor. What does he do? Cut the ankle monitor off and go on a run. They've been looking for him for 5 months. Guess where they find him? Clear Lake, Texas, right up the street from Houston where I'm at. And they caught him at a McDonald's, and gunfire happened, and now he's in custody. But before we go into that, let's look at the original story to get everybody caught up to it, and then followed behind it will be the updated story. Watch what they say about this guy, how he was living on the run. Shameful. Look.
Plano police arrested an Uber driver, charging him with sexually assaulting a 12-year-old passenger. The girl says he went off route, stopping in a parking lot, and made her get into the front seat. She reported the attack the very next day. Fox 4's Amelia Jones is in Plano tonight with more on the story. Amelia?
Steve, Plano police say the victim's mother ordered the ride through Uber Health, which is designed to take people to and from medical facilities. Uber says that drivers go through screening annually, but Plano police say no matter how many things go right, predators can still find a way into the system.
Our reaction was working as diligently, as quickly as possible to make sure that this person never does this again to another child.
31-year-old Robert Johnson III is charged with aggravated sexual assault of a child. Johnson was working as an Uber Health driver at the time of the assault on July 9th. In an arrest warrant obtained by Fox 4, police say he picked up a 12-year-old girl from a therapy facility in Frisco to take her home to Plano. The conversation during the ride was very graphic. Then police say he sexually assaulted her inside the car in a Plano parking lot. Before he dropped her off, Johnson told the girl if she said anything, there would be, quote, issues. According to the arrest affidavit, the girl told her therapist the next day.
But I think it's very brave that the child came forward to discuss what happened, and we hope that more children do.
Police say the girl was alone in the Uber because her mom called for the ride on the Uber Health app, designed to take people to and from medical facilities. Uber says drivers undergo background checks every year, and public records show Johnson doesn't have any criminal history.
The mother thought that she was doing the right thing. She thought that they would have done the right thing. Unfortunately, no matter how many things are done right, these predators are still going to infiltrate these systems.
Uber sent a statement to Fox 4 that says it's working with the Plano Police Department on the investigation. And, quote, this monstrous behavior has no place in our society or on the Uber platform. We take reports of this nature very seriously and have permanently banned the driver. Uber says there's an emergency button in the app that riders and drivers can push if there's a safety incident during the ride. Plano police encourage people to take extra steps to ensure safety while using a rideshare, like remaining in the back seat and sharing your location with others.
There's also applications where the child could be live streaming to a parent. So basically, the parent is riding with the child at the same time. I think those applications, are helpful.
Johnson bonded out of jail on Monday night. Right now, no other victims have come forward, but Plano police say they're not ruling out the possibility that there may be others.
Again, the hunt for a man on the run for 5 months, wanted for the sexual assault of a child, is over, and it ended in gunfire in the middle of the day.
And tonight we are learning that Robert Johnson was arrested and charged in Plano, where he was working as an Uber driver. He was on house arrest with an ankle monitor when he allegedly cut it off and disappeared.
We know the shooting and capture happened at a McDonald's on Bay Area Boulevard in Clear Lake.
ABC 13's Maya Shea is live outside that restaurant. Maya, the U.S. Marshal says he was not cooperating.
That's right. They say that they have been under surveillance, keeping Robert Johnson under surveillance for some time. He was actually sitting behind the other side of that broken window earlier today using the Wi-Fi. But unfortunately, they say when they try to approach him using a taser and try to get him to comply, he did not do so, eventually posing a threat to deputies, which caused the gunfire. Before multiple gunshots shattered this McDonald's window, before wanted fugitive Robert Johnson was finally captured, hairdresser Jessica Halton at a nearby salon noticed something unusual.
This morning, I just noticed that there was a cop car parked out front, and it just seemed kind of odd because it was Galveston, this is Harris County, so he was by himself and he circled the lot and kind of parked here first, then parked over there.
That deputy and a number of others were part of the Gulf Coast Fugitive Task Force, and they had their target, Johnson, in sight, sitting by a window.
He had a computer, and it looked like he had a mic to where he was communicating with somebody. Now, the Wi-Fi wasn't here or next door, but the general open Wi-Fi he was utilizing.
The U.S. Marshal says 2 deputies approached him and used a taser. But when that didn't work and Johnson allegedly tried to raise a bag, deputies outside opened fire. Lexi Coleman heard the shots.
There was probably 5 or 6 of them, and I just heard just straight in a row like that, and then it stopped. So I didn't see any commotion, so I was like, okay, you're just being paranoid.
But the U.S. Marshal says they had to send in a canine to finally get Johnson to comply. Shocking for McDonald's employees who told law enforcement he was a regular.
The manager said that he would be here all day ordering meals. I mean, basically, this is where he stayed day in and day out until today.
Sources confirmed to us Johnson stayed on and off at this nearby motel and even had his mail sent there. Yet those who work in the area never noticed, just relieved that the manhunt is now over.
I mean, there's always some weird, sketchy stuff kind of happening right here, but we try to obviously be careful.
Now, as the cleanup at this McDonald's continue, we should tell you there was fortunately only one customer inside the McDonald's other than Johnson at the time. So it was just that one customer and employees. They were all able to get out safely. Reporting from Clear Lake, Maya Shea, ABC 13, Eyewitness News.
That's the story of this fat ass perv, Robert Johnson III from Plano, Texas. Living off of McDonald's and living in a hotel on the run after supposedly touching a 12-year-old girl. My thing is this. Let me show you something. Says Johnson was released on bond July 22nd, 2024. Who the fuck let him out? Who bonded this man out? Under condition he wears, a court-ordered ankle monitor, which he cut off and has been on the run ever since. They need to get rid of that ankle monitor shit altogether. Once you get caught for a heinous crime, if you can't afford a lawyer and you got to get a public defender, that's your fucking fault. Shouldn't even put yourself in that position in the first place. Now, did you hear the spokesperson for the police or whatever, or the task force? He basically was living off of McDonald's, living, said he'd be here all damn day, waiting to pick up jobs, still doing Uber after committing a crime as an Uber driver. Make it make sense. You can't. Can't make sense to people that are not sensible. This fat piece of shit right here, they need to take him over there by the seawall near Galveston Bay and take his head off. For real. You run from another part of Texas, Plano, Texas, all the way out here, still doing the same job, knowing you're going to get caught eventually. And that's the thing. These people go on to run and act like nobody ever did this before. Nobody's ever going to get caught when people are after you for doing a serious crime. And that's a serious crime. Girl's 12 years old. What you think about this? She's 12 years old, coming from a medical appointment. He gets her up front, he pulls off the path, makes her get up front, knows she's scared, has her perform some acts, and then threatens her. It'll be problems if you tell. What? I'm more than sure this piece of shit was like, I know where you live. Ain't this some fucking shit? Why does the court system and justice system even deal with fucktards like this? Just seriously. So what is he gonna do? Go to court? Have him offer him a deal? He didn't have to offer that girl no deal. The 12-year-old, when he did what he did to her, justice system's a fucking joke, man. At this point, it's just stupid, man. They need to change the laws because these criminals don't care no more about what they do. But we'll send them to jail, give them a deal, and that don't fix horny, don't fix perverse, don't fix ignorance. This guy right here took something from that girl that she'll never get back. Her sense of security when she's using Uber, and the spirit that he crushed by forcing her to do something she wasn't even wanting to do. What you think about this? You're coming from an appointment. All you're worrying about is going home after getting the prognosis at a doctor's office, and your mom hooked up the Uber ride for you, and something else happens. You think about that. You're being victimized by a service provider. I wonder how her parents feel. I know her mom's going through it. Then this guy was on the run. That makes you even more mad because you want justice for your kid. And this guy's on the run, and it brings back a whole bunch of bad memories for this girl because she's the reason he was locked up in the first place. Well, not the reason, but part of the reason he was locked up because she was the victim that he victimized. How you think she felt? The fear in her. Having to relive this over and over again in her head because she don't know the next time she might see this guy by happenstance. He goes on the run, living off fucking McDonald's. I told you, when these dudes be doing all this stuff with molestation and touching these young kids, they have the mindset of the people that they touch. When they eat McDonald's all day, living in a hotel. Has this male coming there? Are you fucking stupid or what? He wanted to get caught. And they fired a shot when he moved his bag. I have no problem with that. They should have hit his dumb ass. Then he still wouldn't comply. They sent the dog in there. The fuck? What's going on? They said luckily there was only one person in there sitting down when this happened. But this is as stupid as can be. Clear Lake is one of them places that don't really have crime like that. He takes his dumb shit up there with them. I know where that McDonald's at. It's in an alright area. And here you come, tearing shit up out there. Bringing the ninjutsu right out there. Said he ain't never had a record before. So the fuck what? That first time offense was a hell of a crime he committed. And he need to be shown the flowers like everybody else that does this type of shit. When you victimize somebody's body, they never get real justice. As long as you still around. Because what you did to them can't be undone. And what they seen and felt will always be with them in their subconscious mind. Crimes like this are abominations to me. She's 12 years old. She got other things to worry about than some fucking 31-year-old man trying to force himself on her because his nutsack is heavy. Fuck that. Stock Market Steve for the Dynamic Reason channel. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe. I'll see you in the next video. Take care.